Hello girls and boys, GameCam here, and I just wanted to talk to you in this video about collaborations, and obviously while I'm playing some Dimmerman, oh god, jumping in here to get into the action. This is live commentary, like all my live commentaries. I'm probably going to get distracted a lot, sorry, but obviously it happens. Good, learn to live with it. But obviously in this one I was tempted to do this one as collaboration, just to be funny, to do a collaboration about collaborations. It'd be like, ha ha ha. But then I was like, nah, because the other person, I'm going to get distracted with banter instead of actually talking about stuff. Anyway, moving on with the actual subject at hand. Obviously, there was a few of the guys were discussing this and things like that, and it just came into my mind. I probably might as well make a video on it. And poor NG. So obviously, with collaborations is basically where a YouTuber and another YouTuber, or more than one or more other YouTubers, decide to make a video or be in a video together. This could go on one of the person's channels or both of their channels. Obviously, I'm going to now talk about how I feel about collaborations, which basically, I think that collaboration should be something more natural. I think that if you and a bunch of YouTubers hop into a pub, if you record it and you have a great time or something, and you get some really good footage, then obviously why not make it into a video? I don't understand why what's the problem with it? So obviously I would do it more that way. But obviously if someone had a something in mind or initial idea, then obviously I would be up for doing that. But obviously I'm more of a do it naturally. Like what was it the Icebox did the WarioWare one, which I'll leave a link to in the description. But that was obviously just us playing the WarioWare server, and he recorded it, and obviously we had a good time, and he decided to upload it. And that's the sort of collaborations I think that work best, the sort of things where it's just you and a bunch of guys having fun. I don't think that collaboration should be something forced. I don't think you should sit there and go, oh yeah, I best do this to boost my viewership and all that stuff. I think you should do it because you enjoy it, and you're gonna have a good time. Because I think that at the end of the day, YouTube is basically a hobby. It's something you do for fun. Obviously, unless you're PewDiePie or someone who does it as a full-time career. You mainly just do it for fun. Why not do it for fun? And I think that when you make videos, if you make videos with people and stuff where you're actually having more fun, then obviously they tend to produce better videos. Obviously, if someone did have an idea for a video or something, then obviously I would be up for helping them with that, and obviously I'll try and follow the what they have in mind, the sort of subject matter. But obviously I am more of a ad-libbing person, so I do a lot more of the moment stuff like this live commentary and things like that, and I actually do scripted stuff out, which I guess is a good thing and a bad thing. Obviously I get off topic a bit more, but obviously I think that's better than me trying to sounding like a robot and being like, oh yes, and we have talking about just sort of reading it off like a robot. I don't know. Maybe I should do more scripted stuff, but who knows. But anyway, back onto the subject at hand. Obviously, as much as I think that obviously I'm always up for collaborations, and obviously with anyone really. Obviously, some people only do it to try and get more subs, so they'll only go with people that are bigger than them, which I think is a bit of a shame really, because the fact of the matter is, just because someone's smaller than you, so he might have 200 subs, but all those 200 subs don't know you. Whereas you could do a collaboration with someone with 1,000 subscribers, but all those 1,000 subscribers already know you, so they're not gonna go off and look at you. So I wouldn't say that necessarily doing with someone who's has less subs than you is a bad thing. I think it can be very, very good. But I think it has to be you have to make sure you're having fun with it. I think that making good content is more likely to people make a video that people will want to watch. And doing a video with someone big doesn't necessarily mean that people are going to watch it. People are going to watch it because they enjoy it. Obviously, they may enjoy that YouTuber, so they might tune in because they enjoy that YouTuber. But they wouldn't necessarily, join in if it's not entertaining. Um, and obviously, I think that I will always try and fit in collaborations with anyone really. If you have 22 or 2,000, 200,000 subs, I always try and fit you in. If I have time, it's just obviously I will try and organise the time and get to it as soon as possible. And obviously I don't mind. Obviously, as much as I do, I mainly do Team Fortress 2. I would be up for doing other games as well, as long as obviously I own them. But obviously, so I'm looking forward to doing ones for an Overwatch as well. But it's just the fact that obviously I will always try and fit them in. Whoever they are, I will. It might be delayed a while. I might go, oh, sorry, I've got like other people asking for collaborations and me to do things for them. But I'll always be willing to help other people out, because obviously the fact of the matter is I would hope that if I needed something, other people would help me out. And I think that's just being nice and having common courtesy. And one of the things I think that's really defines good YouTubers from other people is the fact that they do things they do things for their fans and for people that actually enjoy watching their stuff. I think that someone who's more engaged with the community is a lot better than someone who isn't engaged with the community. But obviously, that depends, because some people are, just about what they make. So obviously, if you had like an SMF animation guy, but he does a collaboration with someone who's gameplay, then obviously it might not work perfectly. It's hard to tell. So obviously, I don't know. Maybe sometimes you have to work with someone. I think it's best to, sometimes you can mix it up, but I think sometimes it's best to work with someone who works in the same area as you, like animation or something. But anyway, obviously, I obviously I would do it. I don't think size matters as a thing. Look, what was it? Rapid. I said that he would be up for a collaboration, but I obviously I've got some other people that want to do stuff with me as well. I can never pronounce his name. Polokman wants to do a video with me, so obviously I said that I'd do that, with him as soon as possible. So, and I've got other people that want to do things with me. I've got to record something for Greek Soldier for one of his videos. So obviously I'll get on that first before I, can sort out something with Rapid, because I promised I would do that first. Or any other people that have asked me for collaborations, I'll do them whenever I can get around to them. Obviously, there is issues around collaborations as well. Obviously, some people do it obviously just for the subscriber, to get more subscribers, and some people get annoyed with that. Like recently, obviously, I'll leave a link to this video as well in the description. But what was it? TF2 Dove recently did a video about how annoyed he was that someone he organised to do a collaboration with him and then backed out at the last second, and how that's really frustrating. And I can understand that frustration, because obviously if you plan something, you want to do it. You don't want to be messed around for ages. That's one of the things I I really worry about for for rally call, really, that people won't turn up and things like that. And I can really understand the frustration that brings. So obviously, I think that when people, you do need to, once you agree to something, you need to follow through with it. And I think that you don't want to spam people with requests. 'Cause obviously, if you get bigger people, then obviously they might be willing to do stuff with you, but it's just, you have to understand that obviously they are probably busy people, and they probably have stuff to do and things like that. But I understand that quite a lot of them will actually fit you in. I think that just because they're big doesn't necessarily they'll do it. No, they won't do something with you. But I think that you have to understand that they are people too, and obviously if they don't like, if they don't. So if you're doing CS:GO, TF2 videos, but you don't necessarily meld well with them. So I think that if what was it? If I got, there's some. I'm trying to think of examples. I don't want to offend anyone, so I'm not going to say any examples. But like people that don't necessarily mesh well, you can't expect them to sort of crits today. But obviously, sometimes you just don't meld well. And I think that obviously, as I said earlier, it's better when you meld well. So I think that obviously it's I think they'll get around to it, but I don't think you need to pester them. Like one of the things that really annoys YouTubers is when people keep pestering them for collaborations and stuff, and I can completely understand that. Because obviously when you're getting constantly spammed, especially if you're really popular, because obviously you get a lot of people spamming you. So obviously I think that if I don't think that necessarily means they should ignore people who are asking for collaborations altogether, but I think they need to sort out some sort of organisation system for it. But obviously some people don't have all the free time in the world. I can understand that. Obviously whenever I have free time, I'm always editing or making videos. So obviously I do I do release as much as I can. Now, get away from me, Angie. So obviously, I don't necessarily have a lot of free time. I'm not saying that. I was just saying, obviously, I have some time for these sort of things. But obviously, I asked some other people, and obviously, some of them got annoyed by the fact that. No, so the main things they don't like people doing is they don't like people spamming them with collaboration requests. They don't like people bailing on them. They don't like people doing it just for the subscribers. I think they just because obviously like everyone else, they just want to like enjoy themselves. And I think that obviously a lot of these people make videos because they enjoy making videos. They don't make videos because they necessarily think that they're gonna earn money or anything out of it. Oh, come on, ham! Damn it. So obviously I think that the thing I wanted to really say with this video, that obviously I may have just darted around a lot, was the fact that if you want to do collaborations with people, I think it should be fun. You should enjoy yourself. I think it should be a lot more natural. I think you and a bunch of guys just jump in a pub and just have fun and record it, and you just upload the highlights or something. If you want to have like any specific, oh my god, the direct hits. Then obviously, if you have an idea, then obviously roll with it. But I think that it should be, it can be a lot more natural. And I think that natural is a lot better in my opinion. That's why I do a lot more improv stuff than scripted stuff. And don't think that I didn't see you, but you disappeared. Okay. Goddamn spies. But obviously, I don't think necessarily big or small. I think everyone can try and fit in everyone else at some point. No, W on once. But anyway, Travi also. I'll put some quotes from some other YouTubers up there now, which mainly Travi and TF2 Dove. With the two that I got to say something, which obviously I'll leave the links to videos in the descriptions as well. And their channels as well. Thank you very much for giving quotes. But anyway, I hope you guys really enjoyed this video, and obviously, have a good day and enjoy the game. Enjoy the game. It is at the end of the day just a game, and you should really enjoy it. Anyway, so obviously I'm probably going to die now. Do you want to watch the rest of this match? I don't think we want to watch the rest of this match. Oh, yes, please, Mr. Johnson. We'll end on that. Anyway, I'll catch you guys later. Cheers, mate. And remember to be nice to each other and stuff. Yep, it's good. Hello, boys and girls. Game Cam here. Obviously, I am just having a lunch break. We're playing a pub with Brunix and Ched's in time. And I just thought that I could record this. Well, basically, I watched a video a while ago about done by Classy Gaming, and he talked about how obviously YouTube was people and stuff, and I was just that was a discussion in the Discord. necessarily true, because obviously